Hello there. Hi. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, show you something with fresh eyes, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the career and life oracle cards. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What are the opening messages on the energy going on right now? Insight, advice, and wisdom for the collective. Please and thank you. Ooh, that was quick. Look at this cat. So we're starting with some independence. Wow. Freedom and adventure. Doing something on your own, exploring new territory, freeing yourself up, time, schedule, or from a constricted situation. Gaining independence, but it could also be interdependence if it's within a partnership. Wow, that was really quick. Is there anything else? And then let's look at these all together. Anything else for the collective? Yes, one more. And then you're rolling the dice. They're golden dice. All right, so let's start here. And what is at the bottom? You got this compass. You have divine protection and direction and guidance along your way, along your new journey. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. I just heard, don't worry, be happy. You are being divinely guided. So this is a spiritual journey that you are on, heading towards. So let's start with this independence. The cat looks really comfortable. But hey, it says it's time to go out on your own and create your own business or try something well outside your comfort zone. So you have to get a little uncomfortable. You have to have this great sense of adventure and expansion and do something different, go somewhere different, try something different. If you have a good idea you've been sitting on comfortably as far as a business goes, a project, just kind of a little creative thing that you've wanted to try, but it takes a little bit of guts to start something, to put it out there, to give it a go. Do it. You might fail, but what if you succeed? What if it leads you to a beautiful place of freedom, independence? What if it helps? I hear travel the world. What if it brings you to new places in the world or meeting new people in the world? So let's see. Freedom is you need to have some more flexibility with your schedule and income. Wow, you have two things here that are telling you you need to try something on your own, be your own boss, create your own business, be more flexible with your schedule and income. Becoming self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. If you're working and running on empty and not enjoying what you're doing, sometimes it does take a big roll of the dice to try something else. And sometimes you kind of have to have a couple irons in the fire at once, which can make your schedule pretty tight. But even if you have a couple irons in the fire, still take time for you. Still take a day off. still have, I hear the courtesy and strength to say no to something if you have to. Maybe you have this deep sense of doing something adventurous and exciting inside of you. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. So you might have to start at the bottom of the mountain with a fresh, clean slate. You might have to make some time, energy, or actual monetary investments in something in the beginning so that something can grow. But if this involves a dream you have and a love in your heart and something that doesn't feel like work, it just feels exciting to you, it's worth at least giving something a try. Maybe finding out some more knowledge about something. You don't have to jump into something like a free-for-all. You can get some knowledge, get some advice, do some research, make some plans. But I feel like you need to at least make some effort into stepping up to bat with something. It says time to put yourself out there. If you're hiding your talents, hey, it is time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. So if you're nervous about something, if you got those butterflies about being in the spotlight, shining like a star, stepping on stage, being in front of an audience, stepping up to bat, speaking about your plan, having an interview, anything. Maybe you do something with social media. Maybe it's something that you can do if you're an introvert and you don't have to do it in front of an audience. You can just sit in your living room like this in front of a camera and your dog and still feel very comfortable, but you still have to have some of that strength to let it out there. But you never know unless you try. And if you are letting something out there that has anything to do with something you are talented at, if you have a talent, you are meant to share it, especially if it's something that can bring joy, happiness, inspiration, elevation in spirit to others. You can help change the world. And sometimes you start to do something you just love and you discover a new talent. You didn't even know you had it. So look at you. Wow. All right. That was a lot to jump out right away. I have that other one. I do. Let's do a similar deck, but it's a little bit different. This is clarifying life situations. Clarity for the collective, please, on adventure, freedom, independence, and rolling the dice. For some of you, it might just start with a vacation. Where's a place in the world or your country that you've always wanted to go? Maybe it's just a venue in the city or town you live in. You've always wanted to go there. You heard it's a cool spot. Sometimes you have to start small. But it's following those inspirations and following those urges. So let's see. What else does the collective need to know right now on independence? Roll the dice. I'm looking at that cat and there is a song. Oh. I'll find it. I'll find it. You'll see. Look in the description. I will find it. It's like fuzzy in my brain files. But I can see the guy with, I think he has a mustache, and it's a guy and a girl that sing. It's something about a cat. I'll find it. It's a funny song. Oh yeah, you have a flame of courage. It's going to take some courage. It's going to take strength. It's going to take a little leap of faith. The passion of your heart, but look at this. It's like a flamethrower. It makes me think about speaking about something that is passionate for you. It's going to take the flame of courage, and you have to ignite it and keep it alive. Ignite the flame. What's that? Love will keep us alive. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst the shadow of fear. So if you're fearful, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to, have something come through that feels different, but do it in a way where you feel comfortable by being a little uncomfortable. So if you have to just do a little bit at a time, that's okay. If you need to totally do a cutoff, do a big old transition and just give it a go, and that's your style to jump right on in the fire, then do that. But see how it feels for you, but it's about making a move in that direction, even if it's just a tiny, small step. Don't be afraid of hardships. It's confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones of growth and wisdom. So it's having a little bit of courage in a situation. At the bottom of this deck is pretty interesting. Where was that other deck? Didn't you have a compass and the wand? You did. You've got 2 compasses. You've got double guidance here. That's pretty cool. Trust your path. Trust you are being guided. Trust those little spiritual nudges that you are getting. Trust it when others tell you that you're talented and that your work is good, or that you do that thing amazing, or they really heard those words, or hey, thanks for having that amazing conversation. You're really special and unique, and I never knew about that thing. Trust those compliments and those things that people say, especially if different people say the same compliment to you. It's like little spiritual, angelic guidance coming through other people saying, hey, your voice is amazing, or your style is really unusual, or your talent at seeing that thing is so unique. When something comes through, even if it's one big thing that comes through, but it hits you, like, never even thought about doing that. Especially a lot of little things about you coming in on the same thing. Those are signs for you. And if it's something that brings love into your world, that's your double compass. So trust your path. Listen to your intuition. Seek direction and embrace, discovery. Answers reveal the journey within. So you're going to be guided outside on where to actually move, as well as inside on the way to pursue something, how you feel about something, that inner guidance. As above, so below. And you're getting as within, so without. And then you have the Pathfinder. Isn't that a car? I think that's a car. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So for some of you, this is about a business and career, a direction in your life, what you want to be when you grow up, again. And for some, it might be about a relationship, love, a partnership. For some, it's about something changing within yourself. But if this has to do with a partnership, maybe you're going to travel the world or have adventures and conversations together. Who knows where else you're having adventures together? It's going to be the kind of relationship that is openly loving, accepting, unconditional, and provides a sense of freedom with both parties and independence within both parties. And it doesn't mean you can't be working on something amazing together, but I'm getting that you're both strong and unique individually. Perhaps both very talented, but maybe this is some kind of partnership coming in where you support each other. Like, go ahead, get out there in the spotlight, honey. I got you. It's interesting. Sometimes you can, well, sometimes you can have an audience. At least this is coming from my perspective. With, who knows, 20 people, 500 people, 5,000 people. And sometimes it's only maybe one special person that you want to connect to, if it's a personal relationship. So maybe it's you just thinking about that one special person, or that's a person coming in, somebody you can trust. Maybe you're each holding your own compass. Maybe you're on different maps. Maybe you have one big map that comes together. That was sort of a cool thing to see. I like that there's compasses on the bottom of both of these. So let's continue. I guess let's, what do I have? Let's do a spirit message as an overall message and see what this is about. And then we'll pull a love angel message in case it is love or a partnership that you're thinking about. It is very possible this could be a business partnership that comes into play too, or working with others, even if you're doing something independently. You can still find helpful support. I hear genuine. Oh, these cards are the smallest little letters. You're feeling somewhat confused about the events that are unfolding around you in the various seemingly contradictory hi, maybe that's this, between love and career, to stay, to go. Or maybe it's just different areas in your life. It could also be variables that are outside influences. So contradictory information that's coming your way, but trust your instinct. Double compass here. And do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want to take your life in. So it's saying to not get overwhelmed with outside influences. Bring it back to you. Even if you get some wise advice, some help, some information, always use your discernment on if it is good or not for you. If it's helpful or not. If it feels right or not. It makes me think of even the Emperor. I don't know why I see the Emperor with that. Because the Emperor always, it doesn't get too overwhelmed or wishy-washy with decisions, but the Emperor knows when to take in good advice, when it's worthy. But ultimately the decision comes back to him or her. Because he wants his kingdom to build and grow and expand. So I'm not sure why I saw the Emperor right there, but let's do the love angels. And let's see what message comes through. Clarity for the collective, please. And thank you on adventure, freedom, independence, putting yourself out there. Not hiding your talents, getting back in the spotlight, but still not afraid of hardships. That's how you grow. And having a flame of courage. This feather looks like the tail feather on the African gray that I grew up with. He had red tail feathers. Be present, because you will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. you're attracting any kind of flame here, it's attracting something because your energies match. So what kind of energy do you want to match? Start with that yourself. And when you're in something, be there. I just heard be there or be square. But it starts by enjoying your life. Sense of adventure, doing something you love, something you're proud on, project, expressing yourself, being strong. And this is somebody getting to join you. So I feel like maybe we should do one more love card. This is the only one I have in front of me. So this is the one we're going to do. Clarifying love situations. What is one message on love to be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you. Yeah. Hey, look what you got. You're getting all this divine guidance, direction to the right opportunities, the right partnerships, your sense of purpose, because you're aligned, because your vibration is right. And that's going to attract something magnificent in your life, whether it's just opportunities or just your energy wherever you are. Aligned with your higher self. Harmony, balanced awareness, divine connections, insight, soul expansion, and spiritual growth. And if anyone is attracted to you for whatever reason because you are here, you're probably attracting someone who's there too. Doesn't mean you're matchy-matchy on the same, but you're moving in the right direction together. And if somebody else comes into the picture with this huge sense of adventure, you're probably going to skyrocket even faster because you're together. That's pretty cool, guys. All right, well, let's do this one. This is a little different. I don't get the same messages with these cards, but I think with all this adventure coming through, let's dive into the tarot of the great outdoors. I just thought of I think there's a John Candy movie called The Great Outdoors. I haven't thought of that movie in so long, and I cannot think of the song, but at the end of the movie there's a scene in the local bar or something, and I think there's a song that they play, and I will find what it is and I will put it below. That was way dusty in the brain files. So what is the foundational message for your energy right now to help you with this flame of passion, sharing your talents, and being present? Please and thank you. Oh, you're having justice coming through. So not only are you spiritually balanced, you are making objective, beautiful decisions. Sometimes this is a final decision that brings balance back, restores something back into harmony in your life. Because upside down, it means something was wobbly and way out of balance. Thinking all in your mind, overthinking, self-sabotage, all in your heart, all in your emotions, not seeing the reality in a situation, only thinking about yourself, and maybe not your decisions affecting anyone else, or only thinking about everybody else and not considering yourself. It's objective all around. It could be the justice system. Sometimes this is documents or signing something. Usually this means there's a big change that makes a beautiful difference in your life. I feel like when this card comes through, once this comes through, it always feels like a relief in my energy. But something was a little off, or a little like just kind of there all the time, and an annoyance in an energy, until something finally is just resolved, released, decided upon, and then balance comes back. Clarity on Major Arcana 11, Justice. Very specifically, this is Big Bend National Park. Wow, cool. What else does the collective need to know? What is this big decision or balance all about? Oh, you're having the higher ground. You have the 7 of Sticks. So whatever decision you make, know that you have the higher perspective. You have the elevated, more spiritual perspective in a situation. So trust what you decide. Trust it is coming from a place of your truth and your spirit. And here's something you need to do. Sometimes this is feeling very defensive. You feel like there's energies combating you or going after you or not on your side. So it's knowing when you have to get defensive and when it's just time to be firm and just see something from the bigger perspective until you need to make a decision. You don't always have to fight that battle. You have the strength to do it if you need to. But sometimes it can be an overly defensive person around you too. They just kind of always feel like you're attacking them, and maybe you're just trying to help them, or maybe it's constructive criticism, or maybe it's just your observation, like, hey, if you stop doing that so much, that problem would probably be fixed. But people aren't always ready to hear it. So somebody could be on the defense because until they're ready to hear that information, maybe it's from somebody else they have to hear it, or see that within themselves, they're not going to hear it. So if this is you, it's telling you that you can do something. You have the higher perspective. You're actually making a little place to sleep. You're being pretty productive here. It doesn't look like there's anybody after you or anybody against you. This person looks pretty happy. So maybe in the past you felt like everyone would have been against you if you made a big decision. But maybe if they see how happy you are, what you're speaking on behalf of or deciding to do to bring you back into balance is actually bringing you support, comfort, shelter, a foundation, something that you start to build. It could be that others build with you. I sort of see this upside down a little bit different than other readers. I see it kind of where you thought things were coming against you. You were looking at the wrong way, the wrong perspective, and you needed to change how you see it to know that something was there to help you grow, to help lift you up. Because sometimes you need a little bit of friction, a little bit of hardship to get your fire a-moving, to show you how strong you are. Clarity on that 7 of Sticks. What is that about? Or let's see, clarity on that and the bridge of the foundational or the energy surrounding whoever this is. Because this could be somebody else, or that could be you. That could be you in the past. Ooh. Or what you've learned. So let's see what the surrounding energy is. Please and thank you. You got another 7. So the energy around you is confusion, illusion, fantasy, not making a decision, not having all the information, not trusting Emotions are the heart of a situation. You could be confusing everyone with a big decision that you made. They always thought you were going to do something else, and you made the other choice. You went with the right choice to bring balance. But if these two are together, the 7 and the 7, you have to get out of wishy-washy land and make that choice. Take the higher road, have the higher perspective, and choose. Because usually this is the person standing there with all of these choices in front of you. It's the dragon, and it's the coin, and it's the love heart, and it's the dove, and it's the snake over there, and all these things, and I don't know what to choose. But standing there is also making a choice, and it gets you nowhere. So eventually you do have to choose something. If you choose wrong, you choose wrong. You'll know it's wrong. Are you going to choose the wrong thing again and again and again? Or are you going to know that you can now delete that option? That didn't work for you. That wasn't the right way. And there's probably another way. And there's usually one choice that's way better than the others. It just feels different. Use that inner spiritual navigation to know which choice, which direction is the right one. And it usually involves your heart. And it feels loving. And it does look like you have this sense of adventure. Whatever you're choosing another person that wants to work with you, that wants to play with you, that puts a back and forth energy into you. So that's probably what these two felt right. But what about the people back there? This person chose to make a sandcastle. That person chose to ride a parachute. That person is riding the surfboard. So what's right for you? And if it's between you and someone else, what's right for both of you if you're working together? And if somebody else wants to go up in their parachute or their spaceship, maybe it's right for them. So I do think that a weird message with this card is recognizing free will and freedom. So that's pretty interesting. I definitely don't get the typical messages with these cards. So what is the bridge between the 7 of Vessels? That's like the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Sticks, that's like the 7 of Rods. There's also a big difference in this forest. I want to say he's almost the bridge or the center in between that part of the forest and that part of the forest. They're different trees. I don't know why I want to say that's cedar. Maybe a cedar chest or cedar wood is important. I hear cedar very clear, but I do not know if that's a cedar tree. It does look, it's maybe like maple leaves. And that looks like a birch. Which is it's a very strong tree. Clarity between these two 7s, please. And the 2 of Blades. You gotta make a decision. It's all deciding here. So if you've been stuck on deciding, maybe it's someone else around you, or decisions that were made in the past were done because there wasn't the same kind of alignment. Now when this alignment comes through, it can change everything, because how you want to live can change from goals that you had before. I feel like here it's about relationships, partnerships, happiness, adventure, freedom. This is 2 people making a decision, 2 people working together. The 2 of Blades is like the 2 of Swords. Usually the person is blind and you have to trust your heart and your other senses and what's going around you, and use that sword of truth to cut through the ties of what wasn't working, use it to have a conversation and create balance, because usually there's 2 swords. Here there's 4 blades and 2 people, and they're ice skating. Let's get away. I'm gonna take you on an escapade. Let's go. know. I don't know why I went to escapade with ice skates. But it looks like somebody's holding your hand and helping you out. Maybe one person's talented on the skates and one is not and keeps falling over. I do feel like with whatever decision you are making here, it looks like somebody's here to help you out. Here it's just sitting down, not trusting yourself that you can move forward or try something or give something a go. You'd be that person sitting on the sideline like this, like, not putting those skates on. Not going to do it. I fell once. I'm not going to go out there again. It's like, no, come on, I'll hold your hand. You're going to be okay. I will be your training wheels. And it looks like this person's going to help. That was kind of a weird thing to see. All right. What is this? Let's see what this decision is about. Is it moving on? Is it multiple decisions? Is it how to gain freedom? Is it how to begin? How to start? Clarity on this decision, because you have the Seven of Vessels, which is indecisive. Oh my. This one's making a decision, and then Justice is a big-ass decision. So, more information on this decision, please, and thank you. The Knight of Stones. I like this energy with the decision, because when the Knight of Stones comes in, that's like the Knight of Pentacles. This is the person that puts in the hard work, is present every day, has a solid offer, but it's still a journey. It's still not the king. So that is good, because that means that I just looked at the bottom and you do have the Hermit at the bottom. So that means that this journey is a slow and steady race. It is, whatever you're doing, being present every single step of the way. If you need to take time off, you take time off. If you need to water your horse, you water your horse. If you need to gallop and get somewhere extra fast because things need to move and you have to put that energy into something, you do it. The Knight could be somebody working with you. It could be you. It's usually an earthy sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You do have double Virgo here with this Hermit, but it doesn't have to be. Usually in a general reading, it is all advice for you, because it all comes back to you. Even if it's about someone else, it's just awareness of that and then the qualities that you can embrace. This Knight always wins the race, but not the fastest way. They work hard behind the scenes. They put in work and energy with their hands. I actually hear muscles. So maybe it's physical labor. Maybe these are spiritual muscles. But this is somebody who wants to feel the job he or she is doing and be proud of it. Be proud of that energy. Here it looks like these caverns. I want to go here. I don't know where it is. It doesn't have a name of what this is. But if that's a crystal cavern, I want to go there. And it looks like there's a tour guide here. So somebody's very knowledgeable about a certain area, or you're going to gain knowledge here as you explore something new. But I would say you want to take time to look at the beauty of this territory. Not just rush through it and say, yep, I've been there. And really be in that moment. Upside down, this is a Knight that's not taking in the moments to smell the roses. This is somebody working really hard to gain more materialism, to show off what they have, to work either for only selfish purposes to gain something from it, or to work so they are seen a certain way from the outside. Upright, it's somebody very helpful, very supportive. This is a person that's going to show up when they say they will. And here it is telling you overall to first turn on your inner flame, your inner light, your inner guidance system, your wisdom in every move that you make, to know which direction to go, if it's the right way, if you have to backtrack, to go around, go the long way, whatever. Every step of the way, you're going to figure it out. Because the hermit learns to turn on this light, use all of the wisdom and all of the experiences he or she has ever had, and decide for a little while to just go internal. Sometimes it's healing, sometimes it's processing. If there's a lot of adventure and a lot of changes going on out here, a lot of decision making, sometimes you have to go by yourself and just process exactly why you're doing something. Is it for your highest and greatest good? Does it feel right? Or are you just listening to outside sources on what's good for you? And the hermit is sometimes a guide to others. This person is very wise. There's just a moose here. It makes me think of Maine. Oh, there's a place here. Yay, we got a place. What is it? Voyagers National Park. I don't know where that is. Apparently there are moose there. And there's this little cabin here. It just looks comfortable and warm. It looks like you got there by having an adventure. It looks like you definitely have independence there. And it does look like freedom. And look at those northern lights. Wow. Aurora Borealis. So if you're being a guide to other because of this wisdom, do be cautious and have awareness that no man is an island. So it's wonderful to have this sense of independence here, but if this person has this wise light on, usually the hermit needs to eventually come out of the cave because they have something to share. Somehow, even if they want to stay in this environment, there's still a way to share what they have. What if they make amazing arts and crafts from what they find in this woods? They're just going to hoard it all in the house and never share it with the world, or with their family, or with a friend, or at the local corner store that might be 52.5 miles away, since this looks like it's really far away from everything. But sharing it, sharing that light, sharing that wisdom. But sometimes the hermit does have to turn off their own light if somebody's only using their light to be their guide. Because everyone has to learn to turn their own light on and not follow someone else forever. Because that's not independence, that's codependence. So sometimes the hermit has to make a big decision after gaining that wisdom to maybe turn their light off in a certain area for a little while so somebody else can grow and do something on their own. I hope that made sense. I kind of enjoyed this reading, but sometimes they get very specific things, and sometimes it feels like general energy. I feel like this is a good reading that you can put your own personal meaning into with whatever you are going through. So I put that upright and I'm staring at this on the bottom, so I guess we have to look at this. I didn't even know it was over here. Going back to, I guess this neon thing wants to come through. You do have a true gem. Oh, that's cool. Where's that awesome crystal cave? Maybe you work with crystals. Maybe something was rough and beautiful, but the value is the same spiritually if it's shiny and faceted, clear. What is that? Clarity cut. A connection worth saving is here. So it's valuable, it's jewelry, quality, authentic, hard to find, real, 1 in a million, and perfect beauty. that is what is entering into your life, you're going to recognize this valuable path, career, project, person. And if this is you stepping in somewhere with this beautiful alignment, being present in your happiness and what you're attracting, getting out there in the spotlight, sharing the God-given talents that you have with others, someone's going to see this in you. You're one in a nothing. You're the only one. You're the only one. Not just one in a million. I like that it's authentic. So that was kind of cool. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let's just sum it up and do one more message from the Winged Enchantment. Rose, you've been a good girl sleeping here the whole time. What else is a final message for the collective? Please and thank you. It is also possible, I'm just saying, with this independence and alignment and a little bit defensive energy and getting back out there, rolling the dice, making big decisions. If you don't feel like this is you, it is possible that this is giving you insight that you are meant to know from higher self to higher self on what somebody else might be going through if you are connected via love. One more message, please, and thank you. The loon. Hey, I got the little loon coming in. This loon. I feel like the loon likes to come through for you guys. It's number 20. I am Loon, the keeper of dreams and the master of wishes. I am the place where poets wander. I am the world where the great visionaries traverse. I am the lonely woods that beacon the mystic. It's also where the madmen get lost and where the medicine men dream. To enter my waters, you have gone searching for a new reality. Because your decisions involve this now. Your fantasies have lured you in. Through the flow of wishes and the hopes intoxicate and stimulate. Sometimes they hold you hostage. I will let you envision new worlds. But you cannot linger long. 7 of Vessels. From here, you must recognize your own part of your life story. I am the enticement of shadows. Step inside my deep lakes and pull it from the endings you dream of. Wow. This is not just an ending that you know has to happen. You're actually dreaming that something would just end because you can see and foresee what it should be and where you want to go. You are playing with possibility. Where is that dice? Roll the dice. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. You are exploring the land of dreams. You are fantasy. You are Loon. So, I think there is a song called Fantasy. I think that might be another song by ALINA, BARAZ, and GALAMATIAS. Though I just thought of MARIAH Carey too. So, I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for liking this video. It means so much to me. I love reading your comments. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.